Hi y'all and welcome. Listen, here I talk about skincare, makeup, beauty, or self-care in general. I also tend to curse occasionally, and I actually am opinionated. Now, if others people's opinions about a brand that you particularly love and they don't shatters your universe, then perhaps you should go ahead and leave now. Okay, so today, first, let me apologize because you're going to see my hand a lot. It has some paint on it, and we're going to get into that after I review the product today. But today I want to talk about a moisturizer. And what I want to talk today about is the Bonajour Green Tea Water Bomb. I'm going to bring this up to you so you can see it. Oh, come on now. Bonajour Green Tea Water Bomb. Okay. I bought this on sale last year. Let me see, last May. Yeah, last May. And I finished the bottle. But before I get into what I think about it, I'm going to go over the good ingredients that are in this particular moisturizer. So we have, and again, reading off of my cue card, we have green tea leaf extract, of course, antioxidant soothing, squalane, it's an emollient, y'all have heard of squalane before, niacinamide, helps with acne, sebum control, it's a moisturizer, it's skin brightening, you've got glycerin, moisturizer and a humectant, sodium hyaluronate, moisturizer, humectant, you also have polyglutamic acid. It's also a moisturizer and humectant. And now we're going to hit a group of peptides. We have copper tripeptide 1. It's a soothing antioxidant. You have SH polypeptide 7, SH decapeptide 7, antioxidant. Then you have SH octapeptide-4, antioxidant. Then you have Adansonia digitata seed oil. It is an emollient. I have to flip it over. That's how much stuff there is. You have allantoin, soothing. Dipotassium glycerizate, soothing, moisturizer, humectant. Panthenol, moisturizer, humectant, soothing. Adenosine, anti-inflammatory. Arginine or arginine, depending on who you talk to. It's a natural moisturizing factor. It's also a building block of collagen. And there you go. So this is packed with, if I counted this right, 15 very good ingredients. And what I can tell you about the texture of this, it does come out not very opaque. It's not very colored. It's white. And then as you rub it in, it is like a gel. It disappears into your skin. It never irritated my skin. It never burned my skin. And I really quite enjoyed this moisturizer. The con to this is that with some of my other skincare routine, especially the, if I used anything with propolis in it, what happened is when I use this as a moisturizer, my final moisturizer, right? And then I go to put on my sunscreen after, because it's during the day that I use this. I would not use this as an evening moisturizer unless it was like it is now. Excuse me for a second. And the 7th circle of hell hot in the middle of summer, then this would probably work fine for me in the evening. But for the most part, this is a daytime moisturizer. What happened is it would peel on me with my sunscreen. Sometimes it would peel before the sunscreen. And I'm pretty sure I narrowed it down to propolis being the issue, like having too much propolis in some of my other products. It could have also been too much sodium hyaluronate or a derivative of that. But either way, this one was really touchy with some of my other skincare. Now, it never burned, but sometimes it would peel product off of my skin. So what I ended up using this, I used this for a few months, and then I finally just gave up last summer, right before fall. Gave it up last summer because I was having such an issue with other products that I was using, and I just used it on my body. It's a great body moisturizer. I mean, this is an all-around fantastic and affordable, for the most part, moisturizer, just packed full of stuff that your skin is going to love. Now, that was my experience. Yours could be different. And if you have tried this moisturizer before, please, down in the comments, let me know how it went for you. With my old alien-ass skin, worked pretty good. I mean, barring from the peeling situation, I would 9 out of 10 times recommend it. It's a decent moisturizer, and it's packed full of so much good stuff. I can't hate it, even though sometimes it didn't work. But other than that, yeah, good moisturizer. Now, my hand. I haven't talked about anything upsetting me recently, but I live in a small town, literally one stoplight, and I got some wood pallets, heat-treated wood pallets, because I do raised bed gardening, because my soil here is crap, and I don't want to spend the time in soil testing to do it, so I just make my own soil. Literally, I don't make it, you know what I mean? I put the constituents in to make good soil. And that's how I garden. Plus, I have gophers and moles and other things that like to pull things out of my garden into their little tunnels and eat them. So, if I want beets, I have to grow them in a raised garden. Anywho, I had some pallets sitting at my yard, and we have a new city manager who sent the code enforcer over, upset that I had pallets out in my yard. Now, they've been out there less than a month. I hadn't gotten around to, because it's triple-digit heat with a heat index, and my body doesn't regulate heat well. I don't know how much you all know about frostbite and heat stroke, but like with frostbite, it vasoconstricts, right, to keep your internal temperature, to keep the inside of your body warm, which is why people get frostbite and injuries like that. Whereas when you have heat stroke, your veins are supposed to dilate and allow things to go off so your body will cool off. Well, my body does not do that appropriately. So my exposure to triple-digit heat can only last a certain amount of time. As you can see, I am sweating up a storm. It is hot in this room. And so I just hadn't gotten to it. And I said, okay. So what I did is I took my little T-post. I hope y'all are familiar with T-post. Took my T-post out and set some of my pallets down. And then I whitewashed them with some acrylic. I think it was acrylic paint. And then I proceeded to paint a pride flag on the first one. Now, before I even painted anything earlier, because they tend to complain about my grass being an inch too tall, or too many tree limbs in my yard, whatever, whatnot. And so I try and get it done. I'm not trying to be a horrible person with an ugly yard or anything, but anyway, so I painted the pride flag, and I'm wondering how long it's going to take for some of, and you're going to have to forgive me. Not everyone in my town is a horrible person. But let's just say I am a minority in my beliefs in where I live. And so I am assuming at some point someone's going to come spray paint my pride flag. And it's not pretty yet. I still have to redo the red and the orange, because like my orange is kind of yellow. I don't know. Anyway, so we'll see how long that lasts. So I hope they enjoyed complaining about my palettes. So now they're going to have to put up with my painting on the palettes. And I think I might do some unicorns or some coffins. I don't know yet. I haven't decided. But, I mean, it did kick me into gear. I did put them up where I ended up wanting to put them up. But now they're going to have to deal with my unartistic self and paint. I just don't know. Like, my lawn is always cut, and I just don't know what angry asshole decided they needed to sit and complain about me like once or twice a week, every week. Something about my yard, like my car's not parked right, my lawn is too long, my mailbox isn't the right color, you know, my trees need to be trimmed, whatever. Someone has a hard on for me, and not in a good way. But anyway, that is what is stuck in my craw today. Oh, and I did check with code enforcement. There is no regulation with how I paint my house, my fence, my shed, anything else. So I should not have an issue with whatever color I choose to paint. And maybe some spray paint graffiti kid will get in there and actually do some nice artwork. Hell, I don't know. Here's wishing someone with artistic talent does something. But anyway, thank you guys for hanging in there with me for this video. I do appreciate you watching. Go ahead and hit the subscribe and notification bell if you want to be notified anytime I release new content. I know this is a little longer than my last one. Oh my God, I cannot believe how bad I'm sweating in here. I'm going to go sit in front of the AC. But again, thanks. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up so I don't melt in this chair. But again, thanks so much for watching. I do appreciate it every time you do. Every like, every dislike, every comment helps. And until next time, stay safe. Wear your sunscreen. Definitely wear your sunscreen in this. I'll see you guys later. Bye! Whew. No birds. Not anymore. Birds have flown the coop.